This is Nick with Build Brothers Roofing. Starting my digital inspection at 9641 San Diego Street out here in Spring Valley. We always like to start our inspections underneath the eave of the house. So your eaves are always going to consist of your fascia board, you got your rafter tails, and then you have your starter board. The reason why I like to start underneath the eave is that it gives me a good idea about what kind of wood damage we can expect on this project and whether or not the roof is doing, a good enough job as far as keeping water off the property. You can see just how damaged a lot of this wood is. A ton of Bondo has been used to kind of just fill the patches on this wood so that they can paint over it. But you'll notice that there's just a ton of wood rot and termite damage that has already occurred. So there will definitely be some wood repair on this project, something that the homeowner needs to be aware of. Same thing over here on this corner. You can see how a lot of that's just been kind of filled in, but a lot of it is very soft and it's going to need to be replaced with the roof. I'm going to work my way up to the top here. We have an asphalt shingle. This is a 3-tab asphalt shingle that's on this roof. You can see there's got some good amount of wear and tear on this product as well. Based off what's on this roof, I'd expect that this roof is probably anywhere from 25 to 30 years old, and it's definitely gone past its life expectancy. You can see that we've had a bunch of mastic that's been smeared around these older penetrations just to kind of seal it off, which is okay. It's good to maintain the roof that way, but I want to point out a few things on this roof that are going to be of concern. So number one, right off the bat, you can see all the granule loss that has started to occur. So essentially what happens is as the product ages, the oils on this asphalt shingle start to evaporate and the granules then start to deplete. And as those oils and granules start to deplete, the fiberglass becomes exposed, which is all that shiny stuff that you can see. And then the black part of the shingle starts to come through, and that greatly affects the waterproofing. You can see how a lot of these ridge caps are just completely torn at this point. The adhesiveness of this shingle product is starting to show its age as well, and you also notice that we have a bunch of missing shingles. But you can see just kind of how loose these shingles are also. This stuff really just kind of starts flapping around in the wind. As you can see, this stuff is really, really loose. And where we are, we're right by this beautiful lake. This wind really kind of whips through this valley, which is one of the reasons why we have so much shingle damage in the first place. So the combination of the lack of granules on the shingles combined with the diminishing adhesiveness of the product is indicative of a roof that has gone past its life expectancy. So in my professional opinion, this would need to be replaced. We're going to tear this thing down to the wood deckings with where replacement would be so that we can address any kind of bad wood that is on this roof. Once that product is tore off to the decking, then we'll go ahead and replace the paper underlayment, felt underlayment that is underneath this product with a synthetic underlayment. We're an Owens Corning preferred contractor, so that means that this roof will come with a 50-year warranty from Owens Corning to go along with a lifetime workmanship warranty from us. You also notice a lot of these granules are starting to accumulate behind these chimneys. Again, indicative of a product that has gone past its life expectancy. Once that synthetic underlayment is installed, we'll install a brand new drip edge along the entire perimeter of the roof. We'll reflash, reseal off all these penetrations. We'll paint them to match whatever color shingle the homeowner ends up going with. And then at that point, they'll have a brand new roof that they won't have to deal with again for the next 30 to 35 years or so. We're also going to be replacing these whirlybirds with O'Hagan exhaust vents. O'Hagan exhaust vents are flat, low-profile exhaust systems. Your neighbor 2 homes down has a new roof and they have those. I can't get a good view of them. But we're going to increase that exhaust ventilation on this roof. We're going to add at least 1 to 2 more exhaust vents just to ensure that the product itself is staying nice and cool, and also to ensure that the property itself is getting some good airflow. That's it for my inspection.